What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's time for another video about this season of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way. We're introduced to a new couple in this week's episode. It's Tim and Melyza. Tim is from America. He was from Texas originally before he moved over to Iowa. And then his girlfriend Melyza, she is from Colombia, and the two of them met in Iowa where he was working at a bar. She was an au pair, and then within a week of getting together, she actually had to move states and head over to Boston to start au pairing for another family. And so their relationship has pretty much always been long distance, because right after that, she then returned to Colombia to continue on in her pursuit of what I'm assuming is a university degree. So when Tim was introduced, I liked him. I was like, he's bright-eyed, he's bushy-tailed, he's got like this emotional support cat. I don't like cats at all. I think they're disgusting, but like it was cute that he had an emotional support cat to me, and like he would walk around with it on a leash in his backyard, at the store and everything. So he just seemed like a nice, happy-go-lucky person. So you can imagine how disappointed and irritated I was when he revealed his big secret. They were teasing it a couple of weeks ahead of this couple debuting together on the show, but yeah, he just drops the bomb that the reason why he's going to Colombia instead of Melyza joining him in the United States is because she does not trust him enough to leave her family, her friends, everything she knows behind in Colombia to live in the United States for him, because he cheated on her in the past. According to Tim, the person that he cheated on her with was a coworker, and it started off as an emotional affair before it went into a full-blown like banging like a screen door in a hurricane behind his girlfriend's back. So I personally am 100% team Melyza on this. You know, her not giving up her life to move to America for him. If he wants to rebuild her trust, he's the one who needs to get out of his element, his comfort zone, and prove it in her home turf. The reason being that actually Melyza was gung-ho about coming to the United States and living with Tim and continuing on their relationship from there once she was done with her university degree. But like, you know, after that amount of trust has been broken, it's super difficult to get back, and so she doesn't want to set herself back in Colombia on the hope that Tim decides to be a person with integrity moving forward. That's way too big of a bet to make, and I think it's a really intelligent decision on her part. Tim actually lets his friends and us as the audience know that he cheated on her over like drinks at like a pub or something like that, and I really liked his friends' reaction to him. They were all like disappointed. They were jaw-dropped. They were gobsmacked. They were like, Tim, really? You have such an amazing woman by your side, and this is the way you treat her? I'm disappointed. I don't think you deserve her. And you know, sometimes as friends, it is really difficult to tell your friends like the honest truth about them kind of being the villain in the situation, but I love that they were able to tell him that to his face, because those are the kinds of friends that help you grow versus like the yes men who are like, oh, like, you know, you had needs. It was a long distance relationship. It wasn't that bad. She's being dramatic. Colombia's dangerous. She should come here. So yeah, kudos to his friends for being that way with him. And Tim himself also seems quite remorseful about what it was that he had done to kind of fracture the relationship. He said, and I quote, "There's no way that I expect her to trust me or believe me again, but everything that I'm doing right now, I'm genuine about. I genuinely want to do all of the right things to redeem myself and to just deserve her again. I really hope I get it right." Again, he seems remorseful, but in my opinion, once a cheater, always a cheater. And even if not, I think that when someone steps out on you in that capacity, it's kind of impossible to get your relationship back to the way that it once was. And in my opinion, it's best to just chalk it up to a loss, especially when you're as young as she is, and move on to the next person, someone who will get it right the first time. They were both in a long distance relationship. It was only one of them, Tim, who decided to cheat as a result of that. So I don't think that long distance is a proper excuse for cheating, because otherwise they'd both be cheating on each other, or they both would have had an arrangement to have an open relationship until they could get back together, because you see those kinds of things play out. I know a couple of people in long distance dating relationships and even in long distance like open marriages, where they allow each other to kind of do whatever it is that they need to do until they're able to close the gap between them and stay monogamous moving forward from there. I am disappointed in Tim. I had such high hopes for him when he was first introduced with his big bright smile, his bright eyes, and his emotional support cat, but he let me down on the first episode. They didn't even try to drag it out or anything. They were like, all right, let him disappoint you right here, right off the bat. So not quite happy, but hopefully things do move forward in a more positive direction for the two of them as the season progresses. You guys, were you shocked to find out that Tim cheated on Melyza? Because when he said that she couldn't come over because of a big mistake he made, and then we found out that he got into drugs and stuff, I think he had a criminal record as well, I thought it was going to be something along those lines, not this. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.